Hello, StormTrek. Thank you very much for your reply. I'm enjoying this exchange. I want to start off by saying what I meant by you reading more Aristotle was reading Aristotle's laws of logic and thinking about the logical implications of what those laws of logic mean to a theistic deity. And as a result of that, you would probably look at that and not use the prime mover or unmoved mover discussion in relation to what Nathan meant. And I think there's a cashing in here. There's a cashing in going on here with Christians talking about the unmoved mover and what Aristotle meant by that. Aristotle was arguing prior to a real understanding of human biology in the sense of natural selection and evolution, and I don't think really fully realized the implications of his laws of logic, and I didn't understand the science, obviously, of biology. And complexity it can't just arise out of nothing. It is something that evolves, and this is what we understand in terms of everything we understand about complexity in the biological world. And so an entity that exists of that, an unmoved mover that could do all of that would obviously be a complex entity indeed. And everything we know about complexity requires some type of explanation, and does arise out of simplicity. So you would be arguing from starting with complexity and then arriving at complexity, so arguing in a circle. So there'd be circular reasoning there. And so I think that there's a problem for using the unmoved mover argument and sort of discussing it in the light of what Aristotle meant, and sort of saying, well, if you argue against the unmoved mover argument, you're sort of like making a crazy argument because Aristotle made this argument, and we won't argue for infinite regress. Well, obviously I agree. There needs to be a starting point, and there can't be an infinite regress. I think that's a logical conclusion to make, and I would say that the starting point, the foundation of all knowledge, is, as I said in my video, and I don't think you really fully understand what I'm really referring to here, and really thinking about the philosophical meaning of it, is existence. And existence as in the very foundation of knowledge, and that if it exists, it has some type of nature, and it can be understood and comprehended, and an entity that exists beyond space and time, that let's just name it a pure consciousness, devoid of any physical form, operating with emotions, and which affecting what's going on in the physical world. It's omniscient, omnibenevolent, omnipresent. And this all violates everything Aristotle referred to in his law of identity, and what's referred to as A is A, and is an impossible entity to exist. And I'll say it, impossible. It's if there were such an entity in the universe, I'm willing to entertain the concept of a deistic entity, and I don't really think it's right to use the word God. So that's my reply to you. Maybe you'll have an interesting reply to my response here to you. And I also want to entertain the discussion as to, and take literally, what it would mean if there were a maker of existence. What would the implications be of that? So that's my next video I'm going to be working on, and I look very much forward to your reply. Thanks.